Chapter 9, The Living Organisms, Characteristics and Habits. Different regions in the world have various type of living creatures called organism. Billions of organisms or different type of organism are present on the earth. Everything that we see surrounding us, living, non-living, physical, chemical, is called as environment. Biotic components and abiotic components. These are the biotic components are the components which constitute living organisms. Biotic components include living organisms like animals, human beings and plants, while abiotic components, the non-living components of the environment, non-living natural components of the ecosystem like soil, water, air, etc. are called abiotic components. Okay, so for our survival, biotic and abiotic components both take parts together. Without abiotic components, biotic components cannot exist. We cannot survive without abiotic components, without soil, air, water, etc. Now, organism and surrounding where they live. Like organism, camels live in desert, yak, mountains, crabs, sea, ants, various locations. Now, what is habitat? Region or place where an organism lives. The region where an organism lives is termed as the habitat. Habitat provides an organism everything it needs to survive, like food, shelter, proper weather conditions such as rainfall, heat, etc. For example, lion, tiger, they live in forest. So forests are their habitat. Forests provide everything for their survival like food, shelter, proper weather condition, rainfall, etc. Camel, it has long legs which provide protection from sand. Camel lives in desert, we know that. Other animal cannot survive in desert because camel has such adaptation which provide them for survival in sand area and desert area. It has long legs which provide protection from sand. Excrete small quantity of urine. They have the capacity to store water for long duration because there is a scarcity of water in in desert areas. They do not sweat and their dung is dry. If they will sweat higher, then their water shortage will be so there will be water shortage, so they do not sweat and their dung is dry. Can't live without water for many days as that little water is required. For fish, the streamline shape helps to move easily. They have streamline shape. Streamline means their fish body is narrow at the top and at the both end, and it is broad at the center. So this type of shape is called streamline shaped. Presence of slippery scale. They have scales on their surface. Gills. They have gills for utilizing dissolved oxygen because lungs cannot utilize dissolved oxygen. So they have gills. Flat fins and tail help in changing direction. So animals adapt themselves to live in that conditions. Their habitat, they live in that area where everything is present for their survival, like proper temperature, water, oxygen. Both the organism discussed about have the specific features enable them to survive in their particular habitat. So habitat are the place where animals can live, can survive, and for in their habitat they have everything for their survival like temperature, soil, for food, for protection, everything they have. Okay. Plants and animals that thrive on land said to live in terrestrial. Plants and animals which live on land are called terrestrial animals. Forest, desert, mountain regions are okay. And the aquatic habitat, animals which can survive in water only. They are called aquatic habitat. For example, river, lake. So animals which live on land are animals and plants which can survive on land are called terrestrial plants or terrestrial habits, and the organism which live on only in water bodies, then they are called aquatic habitats. Okay. Now, desert also come under terrestrial habitat. So the following adaptation of various organisms are listed. Snake, rat dig burrows to escape intense heat as they don't have long legs such as camel. These animals come out only during the night when it is cooler. In desert places, desert areas, there is very hot during daytime and very cold during night. Okay, so snake and rat dig burrows to escape intense. They dig their burrows to escape from intense heat. Okay, as they don't have long legs such as camel, and they come out from their burrows during night when there is low temperature. In desert plant, leaves are reduced. And you must have seen that in desert plant, desert plants don't have leaves because leaves transpirate the water, and there is scarcity of water in desert areas. So they lack leaves, and their leaves converted into spine, and a spine does not lose transpirate water. So desert plant does not have leaf, their leaves are reduced into spine. So plants, these type of plants are capable to survive in that area. For example, which plant? Cactus. Okay, the stem of desert plant have a heavy coating on them, and in moist of them photosynthesis is carried on, and the photosynthesis is carried on the stem because they do not have leaf. And the plants in desert areas, roots of the plants go deep into the soil as to absorb water. Their roots are very long in search of food. It grows long. Now, the leaves in desert plant are absent, prevent loss of water due to transpiration. Some of the animals are camel, kangaroos, rat, etc. live in desert areas. Mountain region also come into terrestrial habitat. The trees are cone shaped. You must have seen the mountain region plant. They have cone shaped leaves. Also needle like leaves are present so that rain and snow slide off them easily, because snow will destroy the plant. So animals have thick, and animals which live in mountain region have thick fur which provide protection from cold, because there is very cold atmosphere. So they have thick fur provide them protection from cold. Okay, presence of strong hoofs help the mountain goat to run on the rocky slopes. Okay, now grassland, the light brown color of the lion helps it to hide in dry grassland, and the presence of long claws to capture the prey. Grassland, the light brown color of the lion helps it to hide. They camouflage, means they can the light brown color of the lion helps to hide in dry grassland, and they have long claws to help to capture the prey. Deer has strong teeth to eat plant stem. Some of the animals living in these habitats are elephant, giraffes, lion, etc. Now rainforest, the habitat receive a lot of rain, and hence it is rich in animals' life. Mammals, amphibians, reptiles, all sort of animals are found here in rainfall areas. Climate is hot, humid, and animals have to learn to adapt to survive. Now polar habitat, these habitats are very cold and windy, and the animals are mostly carnivores and have thick fur to survive in cold, because they have thick fur which protect them from cold. Okay, some blend of ice and some hibernate in the coldest months. Examples of polar habitat animals are polar bear, reindeer, penguin, etc. So these habitats belong to terrestrial habitat. Next is aquatic habitat, which we will discuss in next video.